Welcome back to Game Talk. This is your host, Nick, and this is Alex, and we are here to welcome you to gaming news.
Nick, what are socks for, Nick?
Socks are for hosting
No,
Game
they go
Talk.
on
They are,
your
no
feet.
subscribers. No, my people need me. You're ruining it. Shut up.
You ruined your mom's pussy.
Yas, Queen Soleil.
Who put those other names in there?
What? What are their names? Navy, where art thou? Come, Hitler. Game Talk. It's happening.
You're never gonna get that down, are you?
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not. That time it hit like a metal drawer thing.
It's fine. Welcome to Game Talk.
You don't know that. Yes, welcome to Game Talk. So we're gonna start off with some gaming news. I guess I'll start us off since my thing on the list. Mine's up first. So PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. We're gonna talk about that one more time because there's an interesting thing happening. Being that it finally got negative reviews for one thing. It's a game that's like gotten a lot of good reviews. It does look like a really fun game. I personally would like to own it, but I don't. But it looks really fun. It looks cool. But for the first time yet, it's gotten negative reviews, like a big mass of them, and it's because of Chinese ads now in game.
Racist.
So, anyways,
No, I'm not racist. Just continue talking.
well, I mean, anyways, basically what's happening is, so there's kind of this series of events that's gone through where the Chinese servers, for whatever reasons, are getting lag, and so Chinese players are not having fun with that lag, and they're moving over to European and North American servers. Now it seems like the Chinese players are bringing the lag over into our servers, and so it's kind of just causing this server wide lag in all of the different groups of servers, and apparently it's a real problem in the PUBG fandom group.
This is why we need to build the wall.
The wall of servers?
No, Trump's wall. They have a wall in China. They don't have any Mexicans. That's why we need to build the wall.
That's not how it works.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure I know that. I'm pretty sure there are some Mexicans in China. At least a few, like.
Yeah, not a lot, because they built the wall, Nick.
No. No, not at all. Their wall didn't even keep the Mongolians out.
Oh.
Well. They literally just sailed around it. Like.
Shh, you're gonna give them
and
ideas.
they used ladders. And
you're gonna give the Mexicans ideas.
I don't think the Mexicans watch our videos. But they should.
Sí. Me llamo Alejandro. Tú es porque panqueques don pantalones.
Tu es très stupide parce que tu es un pomme de terre. Ni bisous à ni de cousin Jingbing. Do you want to talk about your TF2?
I do want to talk about my TF2. So you know I have a few hours logged in Team Fortress 2.
632?
A few.
That's a lot. That's more than like all of my games combined.
I've had the game for a long time. Not long enough to justify that much time though, but still a while.
Okay.
The Pyre update, it's never actually going to happen. A while ago, for you, Nick.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. I don't know.
There was sort of a war contest update type thing where they updated the way the game was played, the way matchmaking works for servers, and you picked a side, the heavy weapons guy or the pyro, and whoever killed the most as that person, they would get an update first.
That's actually kind of a cool way of doing it.
And so they updated a little bit about how heavy's weapons worked.
Did heavy win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hang on. No, the pyro one, they updated the heaviest weapons anyway as part of the update in general.
Okay.
And we've been expecting this pyro update for a year or two now.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
I mean, they've taken longer on other projects, so it's not like, it's done, but I have my doubts.
That's a long time to wait
Valve
for an
makes a
update.
lot of money from selling hats and from selling other games, and it's not a big priority for them.
Yeah, for a free game, I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm assuming there are in-game purchases. Like, I'm sure there are ways they make their money, but Valve is also just kind of known for weird updates, not the best updates, and like really slow updates. Because yeah, speaking of that, CSGO, they've been updating the pistols.
So it's your fault I'm not getting my pyro updated.
You know what? Probably CS:GO is a bit bigger, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, in CS:GO for a very long time, the pistols were for a short amount of time they were like useless. They were pointless. Then recently they got super buffed and like you could use a P250, which was a $300 pistol. You get that first round, and if someone wore armor, you could headshot them and they were dead. One shot headshot
It's
from
realistic.
a fairly close range. But if you used an M4A4, so an M4, a very good gun, has pretty decent armor penetration, you could go right up to a person who's armored, and it would take 2 shots to headshot. So it was not at all realistic, and they've been going through and updating all the pistols and changing them, making them better. They've changed some of the prices. Most of the pistols so far have looked really good. The updates make a lot of sense, and they just did the dualies, which are dual-wielding Berettas, which it has been like the laughing stock. Like no one does that. No one uses those. They were pointless. They had no reason to be used. If you bought them, you got made fun of. But they
Like the gibbous.
what's the gibbous?
The gibbous is a hat that you unlock for getting an achievement where you, I forget what it is, it's like you kill a certain number of players in the same round. So like all the noobs who are only playing the game in a free-to-play kind of way, they're the gibbous wearers. And they're really proud of their hat.
That's funny. So you know who the noobs are.
Yeah, my spy wears one.
Of course he does.
I don't play spy.
But the point with the dualies is they dropped it by $100, so now it's a $400 buy, and as opposed to, and they're supposed to match up with the Tech 9 on terrorists or the 5.7 on counter terrorists, which are $500 weapons. So now they're $100 cheaper than that, and they still shoot rather quickly, and they have huge magazines. So they're actually a pretty viable option right now, and I got all this information from, if anyone watches much about CSGO, the War Owl is a huge CSGO YouTuber. I'll link his video about it. He explained all this, and that's where I got my information from. And at the end of his video, he kind of explained what his team started doing was they would have 2 people buy armor first round for pistol round, and then one person, since you have $800 when you start, would buy 2 dualies and throw them to the people with armor, and then you'd have 2 armored players running around with dualies. And it actually, he showed some gameplay. It actually worked really well, and I thought it was a really cool idea for a first round strat. So I think it's a pretty cool. I like that they're revamping the pistols. I think it's a good idea, and I like that just things are changing. You know, you're not stuck in the same old ways. I like when they update games like that. I guess that's pretty much it for gaming news if you don't have anything else. Any other TF2 stuff going on?
No, it's been very quiet.
Sad.
It is.
Well, we're going to move on to something a little more exciting. Probably not. No, not more exciting. A little less exciting. New ways to play. So this is where we just give you an idea of changing up how you play a game, one of your favorite games, we're not talking mods. That's the big thing here. Is we're not talking about how you're changing the actual game.
We're talking about playing a game you like to play all the time in clothes, naked.
No. Today we're going to talk about an idea I had, which I really want to do on our channel sometimes. I think it'd be a really fun thing to do, especially with our group, is playing Civilization 5 or 6 or any of them government style. And by what I mean is we would do it with 4 players. and you have one player who is like your warlord, so he's in charge of all things battle related. You have one player who is your ambassador. He's in charge of political things like
John.
no. He's in charge of like talking to the other civilizations, deciding things like that, trade, stuff like that. Then you have an architect, and he decides how you build, like what things you build in your cities, what you build around your cities, what city does what. He kind of controls the construction projects. And then you would have, and I haven't really thought of a name for this one, I don't think. Basically, just an economic
Oh, Joey,
person.
easily. Or me.
It-
Someone good at math.
It could be considered your banker, but that's not really what it is. I'm not sure, but someone who basically decides on what resources you use, what your villagers
Secretary of Treasury.
you need, what units you might create, and he also might be it might be just like the president, and he's just kind of in charge of everything in general. But basically, you take up like different aspects of the game and you split them up to different the different people. You break up the game, and so now each turn you're arguing with each other on what you want to do and what you like. Your architect might be wanting to build a lumber mill in one of your cities, and your warlord might want to train units in that cities, and you got to figure out how you're going to do that, and you have to argue about it. And I'm interested, for one thing, I think it's just fun and a different way to play, and a good way of including a bunch of friends in it. But I'm also interested in would you play better having that many more people having the input and saying, like, figuring it all out together?
My guess is no.
Probably not. Or would it be better for you to play single? And I think it'd be interesting for us to do the shortest, the quickest version of the game, because it's a very long game,
4 hours.
Yeah.
The short version.
of the four of us playing like that, and then do another game where it's just the four of us, but we're each playing a different civilization, and see if we
So
think
four
we
of
do
us-
better as a group or better separately.
So the four of us playing one character in the game, then the four of us playing against each other.
Yeah. So like the four of us would be one civilization, and we would play against like three bots or whatever, and then one game where it's just all four of us playing against each other. And I think that'd be pretty interesting to see the differences there and see how we play differently on our own and as a group, and how the group fares. We might never be friends again. It might be Monopoly or something.
I want to be the Protoss.
The Protoss? What's that? Like, what do you mean?
You can be the Zerg. And John can be the Terrans.
Oh, okay.
StarCraft.
Oh, I don't play StarCraft. I was
I do.
confused. I don't know. I was thinking you would probably be good for political. I think out of all of us, you're probably the most likable. I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
I see where you're coming from.
I think you'd probably be the ambassador.
I am
think,
majoring in communications here.
I think. And also, I don't know, like, if any of you have played the game very much, so that'll be part of it.
I watched other people play it once. That counts.
I don't know. Joey,
We watched the same people play it.
maybe Joey on construction. John as the warlord would be funny. I think that would be funny. That'd be interesting.
I thought we agreed John was going to be the diplomat and I was going to be the warlord.
We'll figure it out, and then maybe I'll take president. I don't know. Or I might have fun I would have fun doing warlord too. I
Who
don't
doesn't
know.
want to be a warlord?
That's true. We'll
Put
have
your hand
to
down.
we'll
I
have
know
to
you-
figure it out. It'll be fun. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that soon on the channel, or eventually at least, and we'll get back to you on that. But we're gonna move into channel news. So that's something to look forward to, and you always have Ocarina to look forward to. We have more videos coming out, and that'll take a while to finish. So we'll have videos for days.
Or maybe I'll start making videos on my own soon, because I just downloaded the software.
Yep, we're hoping we can get Alex up and running soon.
So
I
you
know.
can see 600 more hours of Team Fortress 2.
Yeah. I know John has his console. He's setting that up, so he should be getting videos out soon. I know Joey's set up. He'll probably be doing some stuff. And you're going to see more, especially with us each getting stuff set up, you're going to see more of us doing things together. That's what we're hoping to do, is some stuff separately, of course, but a lot more stuff of us doing things together, because that's more fun, with doing it with groups and stuff. And then another big note, kind of, to add is the channel was actually reviewed last week by another YouTuber who, I guess his channel is about reviewing YouTubers. So he's another small channel, but in the video he reviewed 5 different, I think, gaming YouTubers. So it's a pretty interesting video. He said some really nice things about our channel. He liked our name, so I'll take credit for that. But
Me too.
Definitely go check him out. We're going to put the link for that in the description down below. Definitely go and check him out. Look at his videos. You can kind of get an idea of other small YouTubers that might be interesting, that deserve some more love, like I think we deserve some love. But yeah,
I
so
love you, Nick.
I don't want any more love. As in, I don't want that love. Not like that's all the love I need. Like, I need better love. Stop. But so go check him out. Give him some love. Let him know that you like the videos. And you can see what our review is like over there. We'll put the link in the description. And I think that's about it. If you have anything else.
Wear your socks on your feet, not on your hands.
No sock puppets. But sock puppets are fun. Can we wear our socks on our hands sometimes?
Nope. It's not what they're for.
Well, you heard it here first.
They probably didn't hear it here first.
I mean,
I'm sure they've been told this at some point before now.
I don't think most people have that issue, so probably not. Either way, all that's left to say is, what do you want next? We want to hear feedback. We always want comments. We want to know what we're doing bad, what we're doing good. We want to know what you're excited to see about. If there's something you want to hear about on Game Talk, let us know. If there's something you don't like that we talk about on Game Talk, if we talk about something too much, if you want more news or less news than just us talking,
If you think Nick should grow a mullet, let us know.
Nick can't grow a mullet. Nick doesn't have time to grow a mullet.
Not with that kind of attitude. He doesn't. He just needs some fertilizer.
Okay. Yeah. Well, bye.
John, you're just as bad as the princess now.
Hold on. I think.
There's nothing in there.
Wait. Yeah, this guy, that guard comes out and he goes, "Hey, you don't cause any trouble," and then he tosses a fucking bomb at you.